Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and today we're checking out a new keyboard from Logitech, their Pop Keys mechanical wireless keyboard. You can buy this keyboard online today for $99.99 or £99.99. Comes in three colours. You got this blast yellow and black keyboard. There's a purple keyboard called the Daydream, and there's a red keyboard called the Heartbreaker. You can also accompany it with a wireless mouse to match the keyboard color, or if you decide to pick up the mouse at a later date, you can buy the mouse or the keyboard separately. It's a standalone keyboard similar to the Logitech MX keys, but however this is mechanical and not like a chiclet keyboard. It has three functions for three system devices similar to the MX keys mini, and a new USB is that you've actually got these emoji keys that you can pop off and replace with various others. So you can actually have shortcuts to certain emojis that you use the most often in social media or generally in your digital life. The emoji keys are customizable. Not quite sure yet until I dive in exactly how customizable these are. Let's have a look at what's on the other side. We've got some Unleash Your Online Personality with 8 customizable emoji keys. It connects over Bluetooth or using the Logibolt USB receiver. It's comfy apparently. It's got rounded keys with a satisfying mechanical feedback. It's cute. It's got a compact layout for self-expression in any space. So if you're a streamer or you want to brand your desktop space, these keyboards are pretty unique and quite different to your most common everyday keyboard that are out there at the moment. It's built to last with extra durability key switches, which is tested up to 50 million clicks and 3 years of battery life. All right, let's get this thing open. Right, so as you'd expect with the MX Keys Mini, everything is all nice and environmentally friendly. Everything comes in paper packaging, so everything can be disposed of nice and well. I guess you have to pull this to get this out. The keyboard is definitely heavier than the MX Keys Mini for sure. Inside we've got a small compliance manual, which no one looks at. You get the USB receiver for free. You don't have to buy that separately, so that's really, really cool. I won't be needing that though, because I use it for the Mac, and hopefully I can just use it straight away without any problems there. You've got a couple of emoji keys here. I guess these are the replacements. How to connect is inside as well, so you can actually see how to get everything connected, and you can use the Logi Options software. So let's get the keyboard open. Wow, this thing is kind of large. I've not used a mechanical keyboard in a long time, a very long time. Since the Apple Mac and their keyboard, I've kind of been used to their chiclet keys on the MX Mini here, and it's been a while since I've been using a mechanical keyboard. It feels like I'm typing on a typewriter. Anyway, if you're a big fan of mechanical keys, like you're a gamer for example, or you just like the feel of mechanical keys as you type, this might be a keyboard for you. All right, so generally it feels quite and looks quite chunky. You've got the battery that's been squished a little into this kind of like oval shape on the back, and that's also acts as a rest for the keyboard. We can pull the tab out to give it power, so we'll do that now, and that's going to give it life hopefully. Small little rubber feet for the front and also 2 at the back. This looks like a battery compartment, so it looks like it takes at least 2 AAAs. Let's just get at it, see if that is actually the case. Yep, so 2 AAAs to get everything powered. So that's in there. You can see here there's a little extra compartment for the receiver. So I'm just going to dive back in the box, and you can get that little receiver that I showed you earlier, and you can just pop that in there. So it's nice and secure and out of the way. Don't lose that in the box or anywhere else. You know that's where it is if you need it. But hopefully I can get this connected to the Mac without having to use that receiver. Shiny sort of brass-like escape button there. Logi logo on the bottom with a spacebar. Big enter. Some fairly small shift keys. Large backspace if you hit that a lot. And obviously delete and insert key up there. You've got a couple of function keys that they've selected for you. Nice that they've actually kept the music keys and the volume. So you've got mute, volume down, volume up, and you've got back and forward, play and pause, mute the microphone, screen capture, and I'm not quite sure what that one is, F4. And that looks like you've got dictation as well, should you want to use that too. The emoji keys that they've actually pre-installed, you've got the hearts, the cry, the lol, the ruffle, and I'm not quite sure what that one is. Looks like a group emoji. Maybe that's a menu option. And you've got the cursor keys here. Full cursor keys, not squashed down like they are on the MX keys. And again, it's obviously a mix Mac and PC. So you've got Command and Alt, Option and Start down here. Function keys is on the middle here rather than on the end. So that mirrors the MX Keys Mini. For the global brand, the Mac version, they're swapped over. So that's taken the leaf off the more universal keyboard layout than the Mac only keyboard layout. Generally looks pretty cool. I think I like the candy one, but I opted for the yellow one. I like the yellow and black combo, very bee-like. It looks really, really nice. So the keyboard weighs 776 grams, so that's pretty heavy. It has a length of 321 millimeters by 138 millimeters by 35 millimeters deep. It has a cordless range of 10 meters or 33 feet. Supports Bluetooth Low Energy. Battery life is non-rechargeable, so it depends on the batteries that you insert in it. The batteries that are currently in it should apparently last 36 months. Key travel is 4 millimeters. The material used is ABS. It's not backlit, unfortunately, so that's why the battery life is pretty good, as stated. Let's just compare to the MX Keys Mini keyboard. You can see the MX Keys just has a slightly smaller footprint because it doesn't have to use these emoji keys. But in terms of keys it gives you, I would say the chiclet keys are just a little bit more generous in terms of surface area, in terms of allow you to touch them. But generally the keys are slightly bigger than the pop keys. You've obviously got a giant shift key compared to here. And obviously the cursor keys on the pop keyboard are much larger. So that's probably great for gaming if you use the cursor keys here and you don't use WSAD. But the same kind of function system keys, you don't get brightness, you don't get some of the others, but you can customize these on the MX Keys Logi Options app. And I think you can probably customize these as well if you wanted to. But again, you've got dictate, the volume keys. You do miss out on the music playback keys, which is something I really do prefer, and I was a bit sad that these were missing from the MX Keys mini keyboard. Like obviously you got the backlit keys as well. That's missing from this keyboard as well. So let's get this connected to the Mac and get a feel of how the keyboard feels. So for the Mac, we need to use the function and O to turn it on for 3 seconds, and everything should come alight. Right, so we've got the flashing function key of the first system flashing away there. So we're gonna connect it to the Mac Bluetooth option. It has found it without any problems, and we're in. So let's fire up Notes. It's going to take me some time to nail this new keyboard. Right, so with any mechanical keyboard, you're going to get some noise compared to this kind of chiclet kind of sound. Compared to this. And maybe you prefer that. Me personally, I'm not really a big fan of the big noise from mechanical keyboards. That's probably really gelled in over time for probably over a decade now. But if you prefer your mechanical keyboard and you like this kind of style, then this is why you're here and this is why you're checking out this review. Let's just go through what this does. Okay, that's expose. So that's what that's doing on the Mac. Screen capture doesn't seem to be firing. Yes, it does. It loads up the pointer rather than does a full screen capture. Microphone. Don't know if that's now quit my microphone. So that's not cooked up properly. We've got Spotify here. Got to fire up that. That's playing that fine. Skipping through the tracks, totally fine. Mute works. Volume up and down works. Dictate is not assigned to anything yet, so that's not going to work anyway. And the backspace is working, as is the delete key, so that's cool. Right, so let's try these emojis. These aren't working at all. Oh, right, so that brings up the emoji menu without having to go up to the character window on the Mac and then bringing up the emoji. So that's really cool to have that as a shortcut, should you use the emoji pop-up a lot in your media. And the cursor keys are working totally fine. So we need to download the Logi Options. So we're going to download that. Right, so we've got our Logi Options software. We can click on that. Here we can assign all the keys. Let's get expressive. So here are our emoji keys. You can send an emoji quickly by selecting these particular emojis. And the key at the bottom is the emoji key to bring up the panel. Can unleash our online personality with 8 swappable emoji keys. Change and customize to your liking. So if we're not happy with these, we can throw in these ones from the box. We'd like the like. I do that a lot. I'm not going to use these ones. I'm going to put on the ones I use the most. So I'm going to put these in a second. So we've got wow, cry loudly or sob, grinning face, or yeah, apparently. Face palm. Oh, it's specific on the actual app that you actually use between WeChat and app specific. So WeChat, it would be like face palm, or it'd be tears with a face emoji. And then obviously the emoji menu is the same. And you can actually customize that, I think, through the applications. And let's see how we can install them. So we don't have WeChat. We're all set. Let's go back to options. So let's swap out these. So that's cool. So we can actually assign them to any emoji that we want. So that's not a bad thing, but you will have to remember that the key doesn't respond to the one you just selected. Let's swap some keys. So we're going to take this one out. I don't know how easy they are to pop out. They are quite easy. So they're just connected on the bottom with a little cross hatch. I'm going to go for a thumbs up. So we're going to line that on the key and push that in place. So we now got a thumbs up, but now we need to change that to thumbs up. And it's basically given us the ones that you actually get in the pack. So that's cool. So we're going to change it to that. So that's now thumbs up, even though it hasn't changed the actual image below. That would have been a nice touch. And I don't use the cry thing that much. Maybe I do. I don't use this top one actually. Let's get rid of that. And then we'll put the praying hands on. Not quite sure what the exact terminology of it is. We'll find out now. So this is this one, folded hands. So I use that a lot. Just saying thanks to people. So that's cool. That's done. You can change these to anything else, different launch an application, for example, or you can actually have like expose, which is probably what it's using at the moment. Change desktop, minimize windows, cut and paste, and things like that. You can do brightness as a system command, so that's pretty cool if you have that connected to a monitor. Screen capture is very handy. Mute microphone as we thought, and that is dictation. Again, you can assign any of these, but the only detriment is that the logo on the key doesn't change, so you have to be wary of that. So we've done the features. We can see we've got our battery and Bluetooth connection. Easy switch is the ability to function these keys, so I could actually hold that down, pair it with the PC, and then I can actually then go log into a PC that way. It's very handy if you've got multiple computers, and this is why these keyboards are superb at monitoring or working along with multiple desktops. Back to the keyboard then, and here we can actually have app specific hotkeys. So if you're in Photoshop and you want to do certain keys, you can actually replace any of these keys to fire off certain functionalities in certain applications. And that's basically the pop keys in a nutshell, really. It's very nice. I think it's a pretty cool keyboard if you're into mechanical keys. If I'm honest, I am not one of those people. I will be going back to the MX Keys Mini. I think that's a great keyboard. This is very, very heavy. If you really like heavy keyboards, something that's very weighty, gives you that tactile feel with that 4mm throw distance, then, and obviously your hot keys for emojis, then that is something that might be worth it for you. At least the emoji keyboard had a shortcut, and I might actually bind that back onto the MX keyboard now that I've installed the software, because I didn't get around to putting the Logi Options software on my new MacBook Pro. So as it's my first unveiling of the keyboard, I can't really get back to you with longevity of the battery and it's just general battery life. But because it hasn't got any backlit keys, I do think it's going to last a long time. It's mechanical keyboard as well. There's very little other lights to drain any particular battery. The light does go off here, so that's not wasting any battery by staying lit. Obviously caps lock will be lit up as well. You can see it slightly shining through there on the key once it's on. But if you're after a weighted keyboard with long travel, mechanical keys and the ability to have shortcuts for particular emojis, as well as bring up the emoji keyboard, then this Logitech keyboard might be right up your street. It retails for $99.99 or £99.99 from Amazon. You can check out my links down below to learn more and to buy yourself one. If you found this video helpful, leave us a like down below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this Pop Keys keyboard from Logitech. Hit that subscribe button down below to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.